When you register a business name, there's a cheaper way and a more expensive way to register a business. You go to any one of these other companies, third-party companies, and you'll be paying 4 times the costs. The cheaper way is the way you should do it, right? It's the bare minimum, and it's connected to the ATO, government, and whatever. So it's ASIC and ATO, because I think the first one, it cost me like $270, $80. Right? But look, it says here ASIC business name register. So if you don't realize that this is actually not ASIC, a whole bunch of companies that you can register your business name through. And when you do it through those companies, you pay a premium 2 to 3 times the cost of the normal price. Okay, so when you go to register a business name, when you type it in, it will come up with a bunch of sponsored ads. Okay, don't be fooled by these. They can be deceiving. Okay, so they are a registered provider that can provide you information you need. You can still get an Australian business name registered, ABR, but for a business name, you can just do it through ASIC. When you're about to do your business name, when you're registering a business, you don't have to go for any of these, okay? Go ahead if you'd like. They are a business, it's all legal. But the whole point is you can either pay double and even quadruple the costs. See over here, it says $199 for 1 year registration, right? That's that company here. And a whole bunch of other companies provide the same service for pretty much the same cost, right? But if you go through, you'll see here actually in ASIC, which is the correct information, you can get it for $45. So I was going to show you that anyways. So this is an ASIC portal called Connect, ASIC Connect. Okay, so in this portal is what you're supposed to use to register your business name and renew it. So if you see here, I've just made up a fake business name application just for the purposes of showing you. I called it Jedi James. It's not a real business, just a fake one. And you can see here, it's got the registrations for 1 year for $45 or for 3 years for $104, right? And by processing that, you will get the business registered through ASIC, which is the bare minimum for that cost. On the other hand, if here's one I got prepared earlier, right? Same thing, but as you can see, I've called it Jedi Soldier. It's just a fake name. I just came to my head randomly. Okay, so for 1 year, it's $199 per year. With ASIC, you're going to be paying $45 for the year. Or you go to any one of these other companies, third-party companies, and you'll be paying pretty much 4 times the costs. Okay, and so this is on registering a new business. When you go to renew, it's a little bit less. Okay, so you're kind of paying double. In the registration I had been given, it was $99 for the 1 year to renew. But again, in ASIC, as you can see, it's just $45. Okay, yeah. So obviously it costs you a little bit less as well when you go for the longer registration. So even better when you're paying a 3 year, okay? But the whole point is you are paying way more than you need to. Now this is isolated to business names, but the principle applies to all things that you spend money on. What I'm trying to say is it's not just this here, hey, business name registration, save money, don't waste money, whatever, right? It's not just that. There's a lot of things that we pay for registration-wise that we can, you're still within the bounds of the legal system. You're still operating with the system, using the rules that are there. But you are doing it in a way that's you either pay double or you pay the lesser value, right? But they're both doing the same things. I know this seems just simple, guys, but it all adds up for people who start from scratch, start from little to no budget. These are the type of things that you need to get going and to get you running. It makes things less painful. I know these pains because I've learned the hard way, but I dare say all of you are doing the same thing. You're paying for more than you need to. Every time I come across something like this, I'll try and create another video on it. I can easily do one right now on the ABN. So I'll just quickly show that. This is an ABN one. It's $99 here in this business, in this website. I won't show what it is, but In this business website, it's $99. They say here the regular price is $210.60 plus GST, right? Just to lodge your ABN. Come on, mate. All right. You can do it yourself, though. If you look at, if you type it in here, registering an ABN, how much does an ABN cost per year? It says it does not impose a fee for applying for an ABN online or by paper application. Okay, it says here, if you consult a tax agent to complete an application for you, they may charge a fee for their services. Otherwise, there is no cost. Okay, so yes, there is no cost to applying for many things. You just have to kind of know these things. But again, if it costs you more to do it yourself, then yeah, just pay the $99, pay the $210, whatever. Okay, it's really, there's no wrong or right here. Okay, so these aren't dodgy businesses, they are businesses. Okay, I'm just showing you because it's painful when you realize these things. And I'm sure as you're watching it, you're probably thinking the same thing. Oh fuck, I could be doing this. And it's true, but it doesn't mean you're going to do it. It doesn't mean that it's applicable to you. You may be earning enough and you'd be like, oh, it's not a good use of my time. And that is also true. So that is relative to, to whoever, all right? You may earn good income, you may, operate a good business that $99, $210, but it's not about the $99, it's not about the $45, it's not about the savings. It's really about knowing the rules better, having better leverage with everything you do, because everything's a tax, right? If you don't know, you will suffer more than you need to. If you don't know, it will cost you more to do whatever. If you don't know, every day you wake up, it costs you way more than it needs to, all right? And that's every individual, that's everyone and every family. So if times are hard, if it's painful for you, these are the things that you can easily work on to just reduce that pain. No one else is going to make it painless, right? Otherwise, you're jumping onto the system and begging for the system to look after you, right? And that comes at a cost, a different type of cost, right? You're giving away your freedoms. You're outsourcing your decision making, right? You no longer become the owner of yourself. Again, that's not wrong or right. You just have to choose, all right, based on the information you're given. Okay, so it's choosing time, guys. Go ahead. So I'm showing you the problem and then I'll show you the solution. Alrighty.